Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Donna Fiesel, and I'm your host of Donna's Edge Talk Show, where truth matters. Thank you so much for watching every day, Monday through Friday, beginning at 2 p.m. on the Eastern Time Zone as I get to ride home with you in the afternoon. It's always so much fun. Thank you so much for continuing to send emails. I definitely appreciate that. The email address is donna@donnasedge.com. That's donna@donnasedge.com. You the boss of me. You tell me what you'd like to see, and I'll go ahead and do the research for you and get that out there on the show for you so we can all learn together. You can find us on the television. We are syndicated on Abundant Television, which is found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. And don't forget the podcast on thenewscasters.com, and all social media sites there are available as well. So we're all asking about tech jobs. So I went to a Chamber of Commerce session, and it was right here in Abbeville, South Carolina, and it was actually taking place at the tech center located right here, just right up the road from where I live at Piedmont Technical College. Learned so many great things. I think it's a really good source for you kids if you are thinking about graduating from high school. You don't know whether you want to go to college or tech school, whatever. I'm telling you, there are all kinds of advantages to going to tech school. Wish we'd had this when I was growing up. And not only can you go ahead and get a career started, and I'm talking right out of the gate, make a bunch of money, okay, without the debt. I mean, that's so important. So what I found is jobs that are available, and this is through glassdoor.com, and I'm going to go ahead and just make a show of this so you can get a general idea without a degree. I'm talking right out of the gate in tech school, the different jobs that you can have that pay a lot of money. Now, you can always go back and get a degree later on, which is an encouraging thing to do. A lot of cases, you're already working with a company, you're making a lot of money due to your tech college background, and they may pay or reimburse you to go back to get a degree, because every company is looking for someone who is highly educated on the job, right? Okay, do it this way, then get the degree, and I'm just telling you, the world is yours. So let's talk about some of these jobs. Now, these are jobs that are available right here in South Carolina, okay, and all over the country. Wherever you're listening, I promise you the jobs are available. Go ahead and get that tech diploma. Okay, this is an Engineer 3, and it's in Charleston, South Carolina. The employer has set this from $87,000 to $94,000. I mean, right out of the gate. Okay, now you would be responsible for engineering and or installation activities within the telecommunications, and that's always going to be around, function, including network design, engineering, implementation, skills. They really would like to have somebody Oracle, if you've been in the military. Analysis skills would be great. Programmable logic controllers, and math. So if you're really strong in math, you'd probably get a good chance of getting this job. Now, the next one is an evening RN. Okay, and they have all of that right here at Piedmont Technical College. So that's all available for you to take these classes while you're in high school, kids. I mean, do it. Okay, you're going to have really, again, no college background, no college debt, none of that stuff. You just go take the classes, be the best you can be. Okay, really learn a lot, and you'll come out of it. I'm telling you, with a good job. Evening RN. And this is how they say, do you need PRN work? You got it. This is in Fort Mill, South Carolina. The pay is $40 per hour. Okay, and this is what they say you need. You have an active, unrestricted, registered nurse license RN in South Carolina or compact. You are currently CPR certified. From American Red Cross would be a help. ARC, and these are the skills: IV infusion, IV insertion, home health nursing. Right out of the gate, $40 an hour. Okay, let's look at this one. If you're a techie, this is probably one I would have went after. Now, this is in Sumter, South Carolina, and IT on-site system engineer 1. Work closely with client business unit managers and IT users to access organizational IT requirements and training needs, and develop strategies to implement and help the customer. The skills that are needed: Microsoft Windows Server. They're going to teach that right here at Piedmont. TCP, iOS, Windows, Microsoft Office. And let me tell you the heads up some of you kids have. Okay, you've been able to use a computer since you were born almost. Okay, I mean, I remember seeing my nephew when he was 2 years old. He just picked up my iPad and started going at it. As a matter of fact, I told his dizzy parents, y'all better watch him. He knows what he's doing more than you do. So if you come out of the gate and you guys have had all of this to your access as you were kids growing up, you can have some wonderful jobs. And again, without the headaches of a college debt. I met a guy, and he was at the Chamber of Commerce. And so he goes to college for something else, totally nothing related to what he's doing right now. He's actually an instructor at Piedmont Technical College. And I mean, right out of the gate, he takes some classes through Piedmont Technical College, and he's doing what he wants to do. He's still paying on college debt for this other thing he thought he wanted to do that didn't work out. And so, again, I mean, this is, the world is your oyster. I'm just telling you. Okay, kids, let's look at this one. Okay, you're still in high school right now. You're trying to figure it out. Parents, this is for you too. Okay, you need to get these kids on the right path. Okay, I don't know what you've heard in the past about tech jobs. These are like the cream of the crop. Paying more money again. Do I need to say this again? No college debt. Okay, this one is in Rock Hill, South Carolina as well, and it's a service desk analyst. This will pay $21.83 to $23 an hour. Experience handling customer service technical support calls, ability to effectively explain technical information to people with less technical knowledge, skills, network administration, software troubleshooting, SCCM, Windows, and technical support. What about that? You can't beat that with a stick. Let's go ahead and see if it offers you anything else. Let's see. I don't want that pulled up. Okay, now it says the role of the service desk Tier 1 analyst is to provide first-level support by troubleshooting, diagnosing, and solving IT incidents and service requests. Now, the Tier 1 analyst is the first point of contact at the service desk. So you take the general information, then you escalate it to Tier 2 whenever that's needed. It could be you can handle the whole thing. You don't have to go to Tier 2. In addition, we'll filter service desk calls and follow documented procedures on break, fix, or supporting an application with the client. They will gather information and analyze information about the user's issues to resolve the problem. Level 1 may also provide support for identified Level 2 configuration. Now, you can find this, go to glassdoor.com, whatever state you're living in. If you're living in another part of the world, you can find a tech job. Go to glassdoor.com. Again, you will find, type in the location where you live. I just typed in South Carolina, and I'm coming up with all of these. So whatever state you're in. Okay, now here is another one, and I'm going to go and hit him. And by the way, you can easily apply for these online as well. Okay, now this is a security controls assessor. Okay, get this. This is a start out salary, $110,000 to $125,000 a year. So what they are looking for, and this is a company called Donnas Technical Solutions, LLC, OTS. They were founded in 2014 and quickly established itself as a reliable partner capable of providing a variety of information technology and cyber solutions across highly complex, highly regulated, and highly secure environments, including the U.S. Department of Defense, the DoD, healthcare, higher education, law enforcement, retail, casino, gaming, and more. Now, this is what they're looking for. Okay, now again, 110,000 up, okay? Start out. Okay, MAMS in related field and 3 or more years relevant experience, or a BS in related field and 5 or more years relevant IT experience. This is what they're looking for as far as skills. Okay, they're looking for SolarWinds Security IT RMF. I've never heard of this one. This is the NESSUS. It's NESSUS. So if you have that, there's a job waiting on you. Okay, let's go ahead and look at this one really quick. And I'm checking my time. I think I've got time for this one. Okay, this one is an automated consultant. I'm not seeing the salary on this one, but let's go ahead and talk about it anyway. Okay, it just says the United States, so it could be like anywhere. And actually, it sounds like this one is probably one. Yeah, this is one you could actually do out of your home. Okay, so it doesn't matter where in the world you live. You can do, as long as you've got a telephone and you've got internet connection, you'll be able to do this one. Should be able to communicate by telephone, email, or face-to-face in role of an automation consultant. You'll be part of the consulting team. The skills they are looking for is Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Excel, management, Microsoft Office, and functional testing. Okay, let's see if we can do one more right here. Okay, before we go into a commercial break. Network specialist. Let me click on that one and see what it says. Okay, this one is $58,000 right out of the gate to $105,000. Now, even at the start out of $58,000, that's good money right there. And if you get in, start entry level with a company, prove it to them. Okay, now it's not for them to prove you; you're to prove them. Okay, so this is how the system works. This is how you're going to get a career, and never have to worry about money. I mean, you need to, don't blow it or anything like that. You need to know how to save money as well. But making it and saving it. And starting out with a company like this, entry level, and this is in Shaw Air Force Base, South Carolina. Okay, so if you're looking for your next great mission professionally, do you feel like you have more to give? You just want to learn new skills, be part of the team with a rewarding mission? This is the job for you. The best and the brightest come to Lido's. That's where we take pride in making a difference for every person we support. Okay, they offer great benefits, competitive PTO packages, 10 paid federal holidays, flexible schedules, college tuition, so you can start working on that college degree, technical certification assistance if you need that, on-the-job training support, and also paid parental if you need to, like for kids, whatever. And that's a good start out right there. It's the network specialist, and again, it's at Shaw Air Force Base in South Carolina. Let's go into a commercial break, and we shall return in just a few minutes. Twin City Used Car Sales has been serving drivers in the Northeast Alabama area for years with a quality selection of late model used cars, SUVs, and pickup trucks. On top of our extensive selection and competitive prices, we offer professional auto financing services for used car buyers of all credit levels. Whether you've just begun your search or you're ready to secure your next vehicle, at Twin City Used Car Sales, you will drive away with the vehicle of your dreams. The sales and finance staff at Twin City Used Car Sales looks forward to serving you, and you can apply for financing online before your visit to our used dealership in Gadsden, Alabama. Check us out on the web at twincityusedcars.com or go by our location at 901 First Avenue, Gadsden, Alabama. We sincerely look forward to serving you. At Lamone's Mexican Restaurant, located in Henniger, Alabama, and voted Best Mexican Restaurant of DeKalb County, Alabama 2020, we're here to serve you with authentic Mexican cuisine. Order easily online by going to lamonsmex.com or call 256-657-3999 to place your order. We're open Sunday through Thursday 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Whether you're celebrating a cozy date night for two or a celebration for a crowd, at Lamone's you'll love our atmosphere and friendly servers. Thank you for dining with Lamone's Mexican Restaurant. At Liberty Bank, we're all about community, whether it's to help with a charity fundraiser or help families in need. Toys at Christmas or a local football team, we're here for you. You see, we realize the importance of family. Sometimes it's to build a new home or necessary home repairs. We're here for you. If you like the feel of a small town bank with all the conveniences of a big city bank, we're here to serve you. You will find us at any of our convenient locations in DeKalb, Marshall, Etowah, and Blount counties in North Alabama. You can call and speak with any of our friendly staff at 256-659-2175 or check us out on the web at libertybankal.com. And thank you for your support of our community. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Because of your overwhelming support, our 1488 MyPillow has been one of the biggest sales in MyPillow history. I couldn't think of a better way to say thank you than to extend our wholesale pricing through Christmas. Get a classic standard MyPillow for only $14.88. Upgrade to a queen size, just $18.88. King size, only $1 more. Get my body pillows for only $29.88. And ready? Multi-use MyPillows, only $9.88. It's perfect time to stock up for Christmas gifts for everyone on your list. Go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to take advantage of our wholesale pricing, including my classic standard MyPillows, only $14.88. But that's not all. I'm so confident you're going to love our classic MyPillows that I'm going to extend my 60-day money-back guarantee until March 1st, 2025. Plus, orders over $75 ship absolutely free.
We're back. My name is Donna, and I'm your host of Donna's Edge Talk Show, where truth matters, and we're spilling the truth out here for you. These are jobs that are available in South Carolina. I'm just choosing the region I live in. And you can go to Glassdoor.com and just type in the state, type in the city you live in, the town you live in, and see what's available. A lot of these jobs are remote. So what that means is you can actually work out of your home if you'd like to do that. If you're like me, we have a farm, and of course we have 2 businesses on the side, as well as this talk show. So something like this would work out great for you, something you can do out of the home. You don't have to worry about getting dressed or whatever, unless you have a Zoom call. Okay, you need to be dressed for that. But let's talk about this one. This is a help desk IT technician, and this is on site. You got to be there. And this is in Columbia, South Carolina. It pays $45,000 to $50,000. Start out as it's a help desk IT technician on site. The location again, Columbia, and this is the company overview. Okay, Allegiance Industries offers this job. It's a premier facility services provider located in Columbia, and it's growing and looking to expand our IT division. We're seeking a motivated, that means you got to be the work on time, okay? That's part of that. And tech-savvy entry-level help desk technician, IT technician, to join the team. And it's a great opportunity for recent graduates and early career IT professionals with 1 to 2 experience or internship exposure. Okay, the ideal candidate will be eager to learn and grow with this company. And this is what they're telling you you need. These are the skills. You need software troubleshooting experience if you got it, Windows, Microsoft Office, IT support, and all of these things you can get at tech school at your Piedmont Technical College, which is located right here in Abbeville, South Carolina. There are tech schools all over the country, basically all over the world. And I'm just telling you guys, this is so easy. This is such a good thing for you. Okay, now let's look at the next one. Okay, this one is an entry-level computer technician. This is in Fort Mill, South Carolina, and just right up the road here. And it's $17 per hour. Okay, it's a level 2 computer tech. They're looking for A+ certification and or an associate's degree certification coming from your technical college. And they need or an associate's degree in computer field or 1 to 2 years of professional business working experience. And the skills they are looking for is desktop support, project management, IT, computer skills. Okay, now let me tell you, because you're going, oh my goodness, they're looking for somebody 1 to 2 years. You know what? You get in there, you prove that you don't mind working. You get on that job interview, and you tell them, I'm just telling you, this is what's going to work, because this is what, okay, I'm a business owner, okay, so pretend you're talking to me. I'm going to really listen to you. If you say, I want to come in on your entry level, don't say I want to start at the top. Don't say, I want to be on your job one day. Don't do any of that stuff. That's a bunch of nonsense. So you get in there and you talk to these folks and you tell them that you want to start out entry level. You want to know everything there is, and entry level is the best way to start. If you'll do that, I'm going to listen to you. I really will. And then you tell them that not only do you tell them you will be there on time, you be there on time. Okay, never come in late. You don't have to wear a suit or anything like that, but your clothes need to be freshly pressed. You need to smell good. Now that means, and I know how it is in the sultry South Carolina in the summertime. I get it, but this is what you can do. I have a little pump spray that I use because I'm out seeing clients. So I have a little pump spray, and it's a Febreze. Okay, that because some people are kind of allergic to like colognes and stuff like that. So, and sometimes people with asthma sometimes can't take it. So you never know who you're going to go see. The best thing to do, I'm just telling you, under your arms, spray the Febreze, and you're going to smell nice and clean when you walk in. Febreze is the best thing out there. And no, I don't own stock with Febreze. I'm just telling you that it works. So when it's out hot sun, because I'm just telling you, if you smell bad from the sun, it's a turn off to folks. Okay. And even though they know it's hot outside, you take the initiative to spritz yourself just a bit, you're going to get the job. Okay, now this is Fort Mill, South Carolina, $17 an hour. And again, it's a level 2. They are saying that you need to have reliable transportation. Okay, and you do, okay, on this. Now, this is West Columbia, South Carolina, and it's a position through Amazon.com services. Okay, let's see. I'm not seeing anything as far as salary here, but they're looking for an IT support engineer. One. Okay, you'll use your knowledge and specialized skills to implement technical solutions to provide high quality support for computer. The skills you need are Microsoft Windows Server, TCP, SCCM software deployment, and of course, Windows. Okay, I'm going to move on kind of fast because I don't have a whole lot of time left. Okay, the state of South Carolina, this is in Charleston, South Carolina. They are looking for endpoint technician 1, endpoint technician 1, and then there's a little, because it's through, the government, 176610. Again, this is out of Charleston. Now, the beginning pay on this one, and this is an estimate, is $61,000 to $64,000. The position assumes responsibility for the support of SCDMV users and workstations across the state in agency designated field offices. And then the skills they're looking for: Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel operating system, software troubleshooting, and system design. Okay, let's move on. There's Columbia, South Carolina again. Let's see. Here's one in Spartanburg, South Carolina. And this one is a Tri-Edge technical support specialist. This is out of Boiling Springs, Spartanburg, South Carolina. The ability to answer high volume of calls. That can be tough. Okay, so really know you can do that before you apply, because you don't want to waste their time. Now, this person will take phone calls, respond to emails, and create tickets related to IV or telecom. Skills are looking for CRM software troubleshooting, customer service, IVR, and organizational skills. Okay, let's look. Here's another one for Fort Mill. Here's one for Columbia, North Charleston, Newberry, South Carolina. This is pretty close by here. Okay, so they're looking for an interface programmer analyst, and it is full-time. It would begin at 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Applicant must have a high school diploma with 7 years experience in similar setting, or a bachelor's degree in computer science. Business administration, math would be helpful if you got a good math skills. Skills are looking for is FTP, computer science, Microsoft Access, Oracle, and XML. This does not say how much it starts out with pay. Okay, now this one is a computer operator, and it's with the Florence School District, and that's in Florence, South Carolina. Start out pay with this is $31,000 to $49,000, a good entry level right here. Let's go ahead and click on that one. Okay, generating reports for federal and state agencies, ensuring compliance with LACES regulations, that's LACES regulations, and analyzing program data to identify areas for improvement. Skills are looking for management, customer service, English, databases, analyst skills. Okay, now this is one you like to help folks. This is out of South Carolina. I've got time for a couple more of these. This one is in Charleston, South Carolina. You need a valid driver's license and automobile insurance acceptable to Goodwill's liability insurance carrier. Frequent travel is required. You like to drive around? You got it. This is the one for you. Okay, the skills on software troubleshooting, Microsoft Office, remote access software, IT, and computer skills. And this is at the Palmetto Goodwill. Okay, now this one in Greenville, South Carolina, just right up the road from us, right here is IT Support Technician 1. Okay, let's click that one. And I'm not seeing a salary on here. That means they're negotiable. Okay, you have to have a valid driver's license for business travel with auto insurance that meets the company's policies. Comprehensive knowledge of PC software and hardware. Skills, you got to have computer science, software troubleshooting, Microsoft Office, IT support. And the primary responsibility of this position is to operate the IT help desk and assist end users with technology issues. Now, you'll assist the IT support management with the setup, support, and accurate asset management of all company workstations, phones, printers, and applications. Yeah, I worked at GT for a very long time. The administrator did not want me near a copier machine. All I would have to do is walk by it and something would weird happen to it. Okay, now, got time for one more, and let's see, North Charleston. Here's another one in Greenville. This is at Bob Jones University. So let's get this one. Okay, let's say they're looking for a network engineer. And again, this is in Greenville, South Carolina. 60,000 to 91,000. Communication skills, superior written and oral communication skills to convey the technical information clearly and concisely. What they're looking for as far as a skill set is a TCP, Azure, DHCP, analysis skills, and network protocols. Job purpose. The primary responsibility is to operate the IT help desk and assist end users with technology issues. So yeah, that would be a good one right there. Network engineer. Design, implement, and support the network infrastructure. As a member of the IT operations team, you will play a pivotal role in ensuring the reliability, efficiency, and security of their infrastructure. And let me tell you something, people are looking more than, you got to have some skill sets, okay? You can't just go and, you know, I've been flipping burgers for 10 years. That won't do it. Okay. You need to go to the technical. It's not just for high schoolers, okay? At Piedmont Technical College. As a matter of fact, part of my show is about hobbies and about making things. I like to work with metal and stuff like that. So I'm actually going to go to Piedmont Technical College myself and kind of hone up on some of my skills when it comes to working with metal, maybe metal working and that kind of thing. So you're not too old, okay? So you can always go back. Thank you so much for watching Donna's Edge Talk Show, where truth matters. You are the world to me. Thank you for sending emails. I definitely appreciate that. And yes, I'll have more about tech school and tech information and, you know, everybody, not just high school kids, but everybody. You can hone in on those careers. Maybe you've retired and you want to do something else. You've worked in a desk for your entire life. You want to do something different. Check out Piedmont Technical College. I'm pretty sure you'll be pleased. Thank you so much for watching. Good afternoon. My name is Donna Fiesel, and I'm your host of Donna's Edge Talk Show where truth matters. Thank you so much for watching every day, Monday through Friday, beginning at 2 p.m. on the Eastern Time Zones. I get to ride home with you in the afternoon. You can find us syndicated on Abundant Television, found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. Don't forget the podcast on thenewscasters.com. Continue watching us on social media. That's Facebook, Twitter, X, the whole works. And we definitely appreciate you doing that. Also, don't forget this. Continue sending emails. Donna at donnasedge.com. That's Donna at donnasedge.com. I appreciate your recommendations, shows you would like to see, a little research you would like for me to do. I'm tickled to do that for you. I definitely appreciate that trust. I do. So continue sending those out. One of the things that you've been talking to me about, sending emails, would be about social media. And I know there's a lot of fraudsters out there. I finally just had to take my mother off social media because I didn't know what in the world she's going to get herself into. But be careful, because I'm just telling you, there are groups that you got to be careful of, and we're going to get a little bit more into detail about that in just a few minutes. But one thing I really want you to watch out for, if someone sends you an instant message, I want you to look, make sure it's people you know. I mean, don't just accept anybody who wants to be a friend with you on Facebook, but there are a number of things you need to look at, you need to analyze. Okay, first of all, look at their Facebook page. Do they only have 1 or 10 friends? They probably just set that up. And I'm just telling you, in today's world, most people have at least 100 friends. A lot more than that, but at least 100 friends. So 1 or 2, 10, they're probably not a good person. Okay, and they're probably not even a human at all. It's probably just some kind of conglomerate trying to take your money away from you. That's what you're trying to do. Okay, another thing that I want you to look at, if it says you have only one friend that's common, you'll see that in there. You need to really check that out. Now, I understand I'm in business, okay? So I've got a talk show. I'm all over the world. So it's sometimes I get them, and it is legit that it is someone we only have one common friend with. That can be okay. But then I look further. Okay, I see that they've got 1,000 friends. Okay, they're probably legit. They're probably okay. Okay, I'm going to look at their post on Facebook. If all their post shows is only them sipping a drink of something, they're a boat's behind them, whatever, I'm going to say that's probably not a legit person. Okay, another you're going to get, and there are really people in the military, okay? They really are. But I'm just going to tell you, an Army Sergeant General is not going to have time to sit and talk to people on Facebook. And they can get canned for doing that. That's another thing. So, it's a real good looking man. He's in his 30s, 40s, or whatever. And he wants to be friends with you on Facebook, and he's in the Army, and he's taking time to send you messages. That's a fake profile. I'm just going to promise you it is. And I'm going to tell you something else. He's sending hundreds of other women and men the same thing he's sending you. So be really careful. I know, because we've experienced that in my family, where a whole bunch of money went missing. Okay. And that was a headache. And so I want you to please be careful out there. Okay. Now let's talk about another subject. And this still has a lot to do with social media. And it's about thinking twice before posting back to school photos of your grandkids. You really, really think twice about that. Now, they're cute to you and they're adorable, and they're in ball, they're in ballet, they're in whatever, but make sure that it doesn't get out of control, and it could be dangerous because there are predators who are out there. One of the things I think of most of all is that the little girl, I can't think of her name, but she was in a beauty contest, and so she comes up killed. My first thought was it was a predator, and let me tell you why. So once, I didn't want to do it ever again. So I was a judge at a beauty contest, and it was for little girls. I was noticing some people walking around that just didn't seem right. Something felt like they were there for the wrong reason. So I actually walked up to one guy, and I said, "Do you have a child or a grandchild in the beauty contest?" They said no, and they knew I was on to him, and he left. That was a predator. That was a predator. To be really, really careful parading your beautiful, cute little girls and little boys out on the stage in a beauty contest, because I'm telling you, It's a focal place for predators to go to. Okay, so let's go ahead, and this is an article, by the way, and it's from AARP.org, AARP.org. So it's that time of the year on social media where proud grandparents post pictures of smiling and frowning kids headed back to school or at a swim meet, or they're on vacation. There's all kinds of stuff going on right now. Now, the images of Junior decked out in new togs, it says, and hauling an overstuffed backpack may be cute. There is a potential dark side to sharing photos of your favorite kiddos. There can be a problem. Okay, the dangers of cyber stalking, bullying, not to mention the countless privacy violations, are why some parents and kids get annoyed at grandparents posting pictures on Facebook. Or any other social media site. But it's okay, but is sharing a little grandparental pride online really so bad? It can be, says Perry Aftab, who not only is a grandmother, but also a preeminent lawyer who has specialized in digital privacy and cybersecurity for more than 20 years. She is a vocal consumer advocate of the New York City area and has advised organizations from the United Nations to UNESCO on privacy and the risk to children online. So she goes on to quote, "I've got grandsons, so I know how grandparents can disagree with parents about what happens online." So this is what she says: these posts can land someplace else. Even if you think you're keeping kids safe from cyberbullying and cyber stalking by not including any identifying misinformation, that might not be enough. Photos on sites such as Facebook and Google are tagged automatically with a series of keywords that can identify the child. And those photos can end up in databases used by businesses, law enforcement, marketers, schools, even foreign governments, or worse. The extensive use of artificial intelligence, AI programs, has led to the creation of deep fake pornography. Now get this, I want you to listen to this, okay? Where the images of real people, including children, are superimposed on pornographic images. Indeed, according to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, half of the photos shared by child sexual abusers were initially posted on social media sites by family members. This is why privacy experts often criticize relatives who post too frequently and refer to it as sharenting. Let's talk a little bit more about that. Now, to most consumers, digital photos can also include embedded time. You don't even know that. And local information, which makes it even easier to track people and their families. So we're going to get to that in just a second, but I wanted to kind of give you a hint about something. Okay, now when you see a picture, let's say it's I love sunflowers. Okay, so I'm constantly saving sunflower pictures and putting on my social media sites and stuff like that. What you can do is on your mouse, so you see you got this mouse right here. If you right click that mouse, okay, it's going to come up with an idea to let you see the preferences to that picture. Okay, I can't do it because I'm talking to you right now and on a recording. But if you look at preferences, you're going to get a lot of information there. On the information can be the date that this picture was taken. It can have the name of the person in that picture. It can have where they were. It can have a longitude, latitude, where that picture was taken. There's a lot of things that the bad guys can do to pictures. Okay, again, all they have to do is right click and look at properties, and that will do it every single time. So I want you to think about that before you start posting those pictures, okay, on Facebook. I know it's cute to you, and I look at your cute pictures all the time, and I think they're just absolutely adorable, and I wish I could just squeeze the little kids and hug them and kiss them and all this kind of stuff. But you got to think about predators who are out there. Okay, now, images combined with other clues could say happy birthday caption, can yield personal information that makes someone more vulnerable to identity theft and fraud. Think about this. Okay, so let's just say little Susie had a birthday, and you're at the birthday party, and you see, even though you didn't put the date on it, okay, on the Facebook appearance, you're going to see a date, okay? It's going to be the date that you posted it. Well, some hacker somewhere is going to figure out what one of your passwords might be. They're going to know that this little Susie is the apple of your eye. Absolutely, they're going to know that. They're going to guess your security passwords. They're going to figure out that you got a bank account, and they may try every bank in the world, okay? Because these people get into it. I mean, they're really, really as part of a world organization where they're trying to scam you. It may have nothing to do with your grandchild. It may be, I bet, they're using that grandchild's birth date in one of the passwords. They're going to figure it out. They're going to go to, let's say, Bank of America. They go to Bank of America, and they're going to figure out the username, and they're going to figure out the password could have something to do with that kid's birth date. They're going to figure it out some way. So I'm saying this for you. I want you to be extremely careful in what you do, okay, on passwords and putting pictures out there on Facebook for people to see. Okay, let's see. And that happens. I mean, people do figure those things out. Okay, it's important for grandparents to understand that privacy is not about hiding. It's not about hiding the child. It's about safety, says Evan Greer. Evan Greer is the director of Fight for the Future, a nonprofit digital rights advocacy group. They're based in Boston. The modern technology makes it all too easy for photos or personal information that are shared with the best of intentions to be exploited and being used for harm. Okay, so let's talk about this. Let's check and see how much time I've got. You know what? I think I'd better go ahead and cut into a commercial break because this one's going to be kind of lengthy. So we'll be right back in just a few minutes. I want you to take notes. I want you to share this. Tell all your grandparents, people, your friends that are grandparents and parents to look at this section, okay? It's going to be important. We'll be right back.
Twin City Used Car Sales has been serving drivers in the Northeast Alabama area for years with a quality selection of late model used cars, SUVs, and pickup trucks. On top of our extensive selection and competitive prices, we offer professional auto financing services for used car buyers of all credit levels. Whether you've just begun your search or you're ready to secure your next vehicle, at Twin City Used Car Sales, you will drive away with the vehicle of your dreams. The sales and finance staff at Twin City Used Car Sales looks forward to serving you, and you can apply for financing online before your visit to our used dealership in Gadsden, Alabama. Check us out on the web at twincityusedcars.com or go by our location at 901 First Avenue, Gadsden, Alabama. We sincerely look forward to serving you. At Lamone's Mexican Restaurant, located in Henniger, Alabama, and voted Best Mexican Restaurant of DeKalb County, Alabama 2020, we're here to serve you with authentic Mexican cuisine. Order easily online by going to lamonsmex.com or call 256-657-3999 to place your order. We're open Sunday through Thursday 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Whether you're celebrating a cozy date night for two or a celebration for a crowd, at Lamone's you'll love our atmosphere and friendly servers. Thank you for dining with Lamone's Mexican Restaurant. At Liberty Bank, we're all about community. Whether it's to help with a charity fundraiser or help families in need, toys at Christmas, or a local football team, we're here for you. You see, we realize the importance of family. Sometimes it's to build a new home or necessary home repairs. We're here for you. If you like the feel of a small town bank with all the conveniences of a big city bank, we're here to serve you. You will find us at any of our convenient locations in DeKalb, Marshall, Etowah, and Blount counties in North Alabama. You can call and speak with any of our friendly staff at 256-659-2175 or check us out on the web at libertybankal.com. And thank you for your support of our community. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
I'm excited to announce our Christmas extravaganza is finally here. Get this season's flannel sheets for as low as $59.98. They won't last long, so get them while you can. Our famous My Slippers, they haven't been on sale for over a year. Regularly $119.98, now only $59.98. Our 6-piece towel sets are back in stock with extremely limited quantities, only $29.98. With hundreds of MyPillow products, there's something for everyone on your Christmas list. Bathrobes, duvets, quilts, down comforters, and so much more. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to save on all MyPillow products. For example, flannel sheets for as low as $59.98, or our 6-piece towel sets, just $29.98. But that's not all. I'm extending our 60-day money-back guarantee until March 1st of 2025. Plus, all orders over $75 or more ship absolutely free.
Are you ready?
We all wonder what tomorrow will bring, but the future lays itself at the feet of the prepared and surrenders to the will of the persistent. It's not easy, but today shapes you so you can shape tomorrow. With Northeast Alabama Community College, when the future asks if you're ready, you can answer.
Yes.
Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community
We are
College.
back. My name is Donna, and I'm your host of Donna's Edge Talk Show, where truth matters. And I'm here to spill out, and I'm going to spit it out to you, all the truth about social media and being really, really careful with your kids and your grandkids and yourself, okay, by putting pictures out there on social media that can be used against you. Absolutely. Okay, now, understand privacy, okay? But let's get into this first. Everything's part of their permanent record, okay? And listen to this. Again, everything's part of their permanent record. Now, particularly unnerving today is the explosion of the use of facial recognition software to identify millions of individuals in photos and videos, thanks to a new generation of more accurate and complex computer algorithms that were introduced in 2015. Now, face recognition has become like a big-time tool for marketers and law enforcement alike. Okay, now, if you're all about how part of the virtual lineup can be all day long, explains Nita Farahany. She's a professor of law and psychology at Duke University in Durham, North Carolina, neighbors to us up here in South Carolina. How about the technology, how it can be deployed? Now, with the exception of a couple of states, the use of facial recognition technology has virtually no restrictions in the United States. You need to know that before you go in. And that can lead to unintended consequences. So, like this one, if a photo is taken near a particular location, say a hospital or a clinic, it can reveal health information. It can reveal a drug dependency or other personal data. In some cases, such as tags that may indicate a person or their relatives have sought help from a mental health professional, people can be stigmatized. Now, image scanning can maybe even identify teens at a party where alcohol was served, potentially tarnishing their reputations with future business recruiters. Think about that, guys. I've seen a lot of you teenagers. Okay, you go on your trips, you go on your senior trips, and so you're a little bit lit. I mean, you can actually tell from your eyes, the way you're looking out of your eyes, and then like that summer, you decide you want a summer job. Okay, you get out there and you go to XYZ Produce Company because you hear they're looking for a bagger. Okay, looking for somebody to help. They've looked at your social media site, even though you probably just took one drink, okay, and you're not an alcoholic. In their minds, you could be an alcoholic. They don't know you. You understand? That's the way it is. And I'm talking to adults here too, not just teenagers. You got to be really, really, really careful what you put on social media. It can come back and bite you, if you know what I mean, later on. Okay, now, all this information could lead up to a permanent digital profile of the child and ultimately affect admission to a particular school or maybe even receiving a scholarship. Later, it could dictate whether your grandchild can get a lower interest rate loan, a mortgage, or a specific job. And this is according to Harvard Business Review. And in the United States, such profile data can be virtually impossible to check or correct because it's just rarely shared with individuals. Okay, now let's talk about privacy settings. Okay, privacy settings really aren't that private. Okay, especially when I told you about you hit the right mouse button and you look at preferences, you can get a lot of information out of that. Let me just pull up a picture, and you're not going to be able to see this, but I'm going to go into my pictures right here, and I'm going to pull out, and I'm going to be able to show, or be able to at least tell you about a picture. Okay, so here's a picture right here. Okay, and this is about a plant that I posted that's going to go online, and I'm going to close that one out. Okay, so this is a picture that I posted online, and I'm going to hit the right button right here, and I'm going to look at properties. Okay, now there's a number of things I can do with this, by the way. If I open this up, I can create another picture out of it by using AI. I can make it look like anything other than something that I'm going to root. Okay, it's a plant that I'm going to root. So again, you've got to be extremely, this is an elderberry tree, but you've got to be really, really, really careful. Okay, now I'm going to be like right up at the screen, so I hope it's not too bad of a view, but in properties, there's a general tab, there's a digital signature, there's security, and there are details, and then there are previous versions. Okay, under general, you're going to see something that says location. It shows the size of the picture. It shows that it was created on Monday, May the 12th. Okay, think about this. Okay, pictures of your grandchild at their birthday party. You take that picture, it's not going to show necessarily when it was posted on Facebook. I mean, it'll show when it's posted on Facebook, but if anybody wants to, they can hit the right mouse button, look in properties, and they can see when that picture was created. They're going to figure out that birth date. You don't necessarily want a weirdo knowing what the birth date of your grandchild is. Okay, it's going to show it if you ever modified it. It shows when you've accessed it. It's going to show security, that kind of thing. Now let's look at digital signatures. Okay, it shows the name of the signer. That can be your name on there. Maybe you took it with your daughter's phone, and it sees your daughter, Susie Senior. You see her, the predator sees Susie Senior there. Junior is the one that took the picture of the birthday party, right? So it shows Senior up there. Now they're going to know possibly where they live, because you know something else they're going to do? They're going to be able to go on Facebook. They're going to see Susie Senior, and they're going to go to Susie Senior's Facebook page, and they're going to see that Susie Senior's been saying, I'm hanging it all out here in you know, Newtown, New Jersey, or whatever. They're going to be able to see those things. That's what I'm telling you. I want you to be really careful, because predators know why. And guess what? Even with all this stuff here, I'm telling you, by tomorrow, this is going to be yesterday's news. They'll figure out new ways to do it, because they're constantly learning how to do that. Okay, they're going to show groups or usernames. If you've got any usernames in there, it's going to show an email address that's in there as well. Now, that's under the security tab. Now, under details, you're going to see tons of stuff. It's going to have a title, a subject, a rating. Tags are going to have comments on there. All you got to do is click on tags right there, and it'll show all kinds of tags on there as well. Now, let's go to previous versions. So maybe you're trying to con somebody. You're thinking, well, I'm protecting my grandchild, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to update that picture. They're not going to know when the birth date is. Yeah, they are. They're still going to be able to go back to previous versions of that photo. Again, I'm looking out for you. Now, I don't want you to run around afraid all the time. I don't want you to do that. You got to live your life. But I'm just saying there are some things you need to be aware of. Okay, now many social networks and apps offer privacy settings, but most actually don't do anything to staunch the flow of information, which actually increases the problem. Now, just because your social media account is set to private doesn't mean it's actually private, Greer says. Your friends and family can share things you post with their friends and family. And most social media companies do little to protect your personal information from hackers. TikTok, for example, is currently being sued by the United States Justice Department for several years' worth of child privacy violations. Meanwhile, Facebook parent company Meta agreed to pay the state of Texas $1.4 billion to settle a privacy violations lawsuit going back to the year 2022. Now, despite this, and even with privacy settings in place, social media companies usually resell information about the habits and personal details of their consumers to other businesses. In some cases, that includes law enforcement. Now, a Norwegian Consumer Council study revealed the cascading effects of such information sharing on smartphone apps. In one example, MoPub, a Twitter-owned ad company now known as X, collected information on individual users of some apps, including their precise location. The MoPub then shared that user data of more than 180 other companies, including an ad company that AT&T owns. That company shared its information with another 1,000 plus businesses. So you can see what I'm saying. It just goes on and on and on. Okay, so it can be destructible. Then there's upsetting the kids. Let's talk about that. The grandchildren may also call you out for posting pictures of them that they don't like, especially if it's a teenage girl. She's going to go, I don't like that picture. Why don't you put that out there for? Kids today are remarkably sophisticated about the use of social media, particularly when it comes to how they present themselves online, okay? Even though they're technically not supposed to use some of these services, preteens invest a lot of time in their online persona, which they tightly monitor and control on sites like Instagram and TikTok. Having grandma post a less than flattering picture of them can torpedo all those effects. Now, it's cute to you, okay, because maybe you're, got her foot out a certain way. It's cute to you, but she doesn't like the pose. Or he doesn't like the pose. Grandma, you're going to be in trouble. Okay. Think about how a parental unit can embarrass a child in a store or a restaurant. Now, multiply that by thousands of people looking at it on social media site. Now, talk to your kids about what's acceptable. Does that mean proud grandparents can never crow online about a child who makes the honor roll or kicks the winning goal at the Sunday soccer game? Not necessarily. So the first step is to have a conversation with the kids about digital boundaries involving their children. And they are their children, not yours, okay? Okay. About what they feel comfortable sharing with friends online. Find out if they would rather you cleared it with them first, say in a direct email before posting it. Get in contact with them and say, this is so cute of little Susie. Can I post it online? If the mother and the father say no, don't post it, please. Okay, first of all, you're going to have everybody mad at Christmas and Thanksgiving. It's going to be horrible and all that kind of stuff. So just do what they say because they know more about this online stuff than you do. Okay, they may be uncomfortable with private groups or WhatsApp, but not Facebook, even though Facebook owns WhatsApp. Okay, it's about values and consistency and peace in the family. Yes, it is. The second step is to look at the privacy settings and the information you share on social networks and websites you use. Take time to read privacy statements and understand privacy settings in apps such as Facebook. That was my timer. I hate it. I wanted to hang out with you a little bit longer, but time's not going to permit it. Thank you so much for watching Donna's Edge. My name is Donna, and I'm your host. Wow, I love sharing time with you. Continue sending emails, donna@donnasedge.com, donna@donnasedge.com. And continue sending. I love doing research for you. It just makes my day. First of all, it just makes my day to hear from you. Donna@donnasedge.com. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.